Hey everybody, Dirty Side Gets Down here. Today we are powder coating. Something a little bit different. Cue the intro.
Dirty Side gets technical. We may not know everything, but our stuff almost always works sometimes.
So today we're powder coating, and this isn't meant to be like a real how-to on how to do it, but just kind of how I do it and give you some motivation to get out in your garage and do some stuff on your own. So we're going to start with the winch bracket that we made in the last episode. Put the winch on the wall. Just want to get something on it to keep it from rusting, and I thought, well, we'll just powder coat it, show you guys how to do it. Maybe you'll get something out of it. So the first thing we got to get it blasted. So we got the blaster here. We'll get this inside. I don't judge this messy bay in the shop here. This is all part of the shop work that's been going on here just to make things nicer. And I'll give you a quick little tour so you can see what's going on around here. So I don't know if anybody remembers, but this bay used to have no wall coverings at all. So we covered those up with some sheetrock and did some trim. And we did this front wall here all the way down. That used to be all open too. So because of having to move things around and get things out of the way, everything's just stuffed in that bay right there. And that's the next one. We're gonna get that one organized here. I won't drag you along for that. But let's get this bracket blasted real quick. All right, so first order of business, we'll get this all cleaned up, no rust or anything on it. And give it kind of a rough surface for the powder coat to bite into. Alright, let's see what we got here. Knock the blasting media off the door. Alrighty. We can wipe this off, get it hanging up, and powder coat it. Alright, so you can see we got our part all wiped down with acetone, blown off real good so there's no dust, and hanging up here. Now what I like to use is just this safety wire to hang it up. And that's for 3 reasons. Number one is it's strong enough to hold the part. That's important. B, it can handle the heat of being in the oven. You got to cook it at like 375 degrees or so. And 4, it's conductive because you need static electricity to make the powder stick. So what you do is you clip this ground here to your safety wire, which then contacts the part. Then the gun here uses this box to statically charge the powder, and then when it sprays out of here, it sticks to the part. So let's get going. Alright, I'm going to try not to get in your way too much, but you push this button to activate the static charging, and then pull the trigger to spray. And if you get too close, it sparks. All right, now that we're coated in the oven, All right, so now that it's in there, time to bake. So we'll set that on 375 degrees, and basically once the powder flows out and it's glossy, then you go for 20 minutes. Now that varies a lot from part to part, but for something like this, that works. If you've got something that's a lot of metal, like if you were to say, not that you would, but let's say you powder coated an engine block, it really holds some heat, so you have to adjust things there. But for this, we basically just keep an eye on it. Once it's glossy, we go for 20 minutes and you're all set. All right, 20 minutes is up. Open this up to start to cool down. And we'll let that cool down until we can touch it. All right, so here we go, out of the oven and cooled down. Let's get it cut off there and take a look. Alrighty, so cut off on the table here, nice and cooled off, ready to go. And it came out pretty decent. And you can see some MIG welding slag on there and stuff that I didn't bother cleaning off because, you know, I'm not real worried about it. And this thing's just going to be mounted to the wall behind the winch there, so there's really no need to get too crazy with cleaning it up and make it nice. Just powder coating it so it doesn't rust. So like I said, I don't intend for this to be a real how-to. There's other ways to go about it. You can use primers, things like that. But it's mostly just to show you that, you know, this stuff's easy, it's cheap. The powder coating gun itself is like $120. Some people, you can get ovens for free. That oven actually came out of my house when it got replaced and works just fine. So a big part of this channel is just to get people out there and doing things. You don't have to pay for all this stuff. You can do it yourself. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. All that stuff adds up, the likes, subscribe, shares, to making this channel build and get somewhere. So I appreciate any of those clicks and things that you can do to make that happen. That'll do it for now, and from here we're moving on to car projects instead of shop projects.